Yes, welcome to Maxi Marx TV, you know. Alright, hope everyone's having an amazing time. I've been doing a lot of praying for you guys. Been sending a lot of love out there for you guys. I hope you're feeling it. I hope we're getting somewhere. I hope we're making some breakthroughs. Some spiritual breakthroughs. Releasing the shackles of this physical reality that they've led us to believe is the only way. Yeah, I hope everyone's in touch with their inner being, you know, because that's important. It's important which beings you're in touch with as well sometimes. My understandings of what's going on right now in the world, though, there's a lot of different people that have different ancestry and totally different backgrounds. People are coming from different places, like bloodline wise. I know we're all one, and when we say we're all one, we all have the same. We all have eyes, nose, mouth, ears, body, you know, heart. In that, we all have one heart. Yeah. So this is what doesn't divide us: the fact that we have a heart. The fact that we have a heart is how we are all one. Now, if someone's got a robot heart, they are not like part of the not part of it, you know. Unless they used to have a real heart, and then we'd have to analyse their personality when they come back without a heart to see if it changed them. If it didn't change them, I guess they're still here, right? But it's like there's a lot of blessings out there to receive, and there's a lot of things or energies that want to divert us to their way, and there's a lot of mind manipulation going on. There's a lot of information that really doesn't need to be out there. There's the truth, and then there's a bunch of lies surrounding that truth, so you can never find the truth. But in this day and age, there's some truthers out here. There's some real life truthers, and some real life people that work their whole life to overstand and understand and have understanding of the truth, no matter where you're coming from. Like, I'm not on about truth in just one aspect of like take a Christian, for example, a religious Christian. A lot of them tend to see one aspect of life and the God force and the source, the creator. They seem to only see one aspect. Well, I'm talking about the guys that are out here that see more than just one aspect of that, but believe in that fundamental source that created Jesus Christ, and understand what Jesus Christ being on that cross meant. Like, there's a certain group of people out here that know about this. The 144,000 that spoke of in the Bible. From my understanding, these are God's chosen people that are going to basically be selected to, I guess, live a greater life, live a better life, like live life in where they were supposed to do through their actions and their deeds, what they've been doing to giving to humanity, and like their efforts. Like, there's a certain group of people that have really known the truth and really gone with it rather than going against it. And I believe this to be the 144,000. As times come closer to a big shift in our whole consciousness, it's just important to love each other, because it's never too late. Like, even if you think it's too late for you, it's not too late. Like, you can always correct your wrongs. Like, there's stubbornness, and then there's stubbornness. Like, some people are born stubborn and they don't like to change. Like, some people don't actually like to change and they're very fixed. These are the people that I'm really speaking to, the people that are fixed, have fixed minds, and they don't like to change their mind because it upsets their world and all this. Like, You people, you have to have more of an open mind, because truth is surrounded by lies, and like I can see many of you being misled. And it's like this, like when good people start arguing amongst good people and start falling out with good people, you know there's a problem. You know there's a problem, and we can solve it. We can solve it by overstanding the situation. And then by overstanding the situation, we can create a successful, more abundant, more loving world. And right now, it's them times, like, we haven't got much time left. You might not see a big load. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. I said it before. But there's going to be a big shift in people's conscious awareness. And like, if you're one of the people that is consciously trapped by cars and houses and material things, that is very well going to be your world. If on the other hand, you're in touch with your heart and the more spiritual side of yourself, and the love and the vibe, and you see the truth, and it's not about all the materials. Because realistically, see all this material stuff, we this is what we're meant to be doing. This is what we're meant to be doing. But what's happened is everyone's built this stuff, and there's not a load of room for invention these days. I'm guessing there actually is loads of room for invention, because nothing is impossible, nothing is stuck. Like you can always invent something new that no one's thought of. But it's like everything's made, and we just buy products that are already made, and it's like we've lost our creative faculties about us. And if we can reunite with our creative genius inside, and our love of expression, and just bring it out and be confident enough to share with the world what you're doing creatively, it has an impact. It's beautiful, it's unique, and people love to see that kind of stuff, and it just shows what type of person you are when you're creating your own stuff, and you're expressing yourself, and in the hopes that it might help someone's walk in life. Like 1, 2, 3. That 1, 2, 3. There's a number sign, like the 144, the 144,000. I've been seeing 144 almost every single day now for months. So that leads me to believe that something real is definitely going on, because about 10 years ago now, I started off by seeing the 1111s, and that grew into like I automatically knew what I was seeing, and it was weird because I was like, something's trying to communicate with me, and when I researched it, it showed me something's trying to communicate with me. This is guidance, and I was like, whoa. And I learned the numerology of it all, and learned the calculations and all that, and I excelled through just understanding it. But like I say, in this day and age, there's a lot of deception. There's a lot of people that are totally, the whole mind is just fixated on these numbers sometimes, and they've gone over the top with it. Now there's something called passion, and there's something called passion, and there's something called just being extra, and it's not a lot of people's faults. Maybe they don't mean to do what they're doing, because I always say, God forgive them, for they know not what they do. And it's very true, a lot of people don't know what they do, but this is where people like me come in. And people on a good vibration, we are here for you people, yeah, and we want to uplift you people. But what you have to do when you come, you have to come with your best. We need your 100% best, because that's all that we can accept these days. because obviously no one's perfect, but when I say best, I mean your heart. You have to come with your heart and your truth, and just make sure you're on point and that you're loving yourself and trusting yourself and not being closed-minded, because the worst thing you can do in this day and age is be closed-minded to what's actually going on, because there's a lot going on. And everything is going to get better. I guarantee everything is going to get a whole lot better, a whole lot faster than you ever imagined, yeah. But I just want to remind you guys that you are loved, yeah, and that we must love one another. That is an important thing that we must do, okay? We must love one another and love the Creator, which is God. And if you're just about the universe and you ain't about God, then how do you work that out? Like, what made the universe? The universe didn't just make itself. The universe was an expression, an imagination, a wish come true, yeah. And we have to embrace in that. Like, I've researched the stars, I've researched the planets and all that, and they seem pretty non-existent to me. Like, they seem like just everything's just a star, and it's just a ball of water and oxygen and some other stuff mixed together to make a little sparkle in the sky. And you need to research these things. Do you know what the sun emits in that? If you knew, you might start drinking different things, and you might start treating yourself differently, because the sun is powerful, yeah? And this whole life is powerful, and love rules the world. Love makes the world go round, okay?